Hello, welcome to day 25 of our 30-day worthiness attunement journey. I'm Grace Willow, and if you are new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. I'm really curious. Sorry, I just ate something and I should have just waited until I was finished chewing before coming on camera, but I was just so excited to get going. I'm curious how these practices are going for you. What's coming up? Also, if I haven't touched on anything that you experience with unworthiness, I would love for you to place it in the comment below so that I can address it. We only have 4 days left together, and I would love to provide the most value possible. And of course, I'm looking at worthiness and unworthiness, the imprint of unworthiness through my own lens and through my own experience in working with clients for the last 24 years. And also from my own healing journey. But everyone's journey is unique. So if you have something that's really been stuck in your craw or really been nagging at you and you're like, oh, I wish you would cover that, tell me. I'm happy to address it. Today we're talking about imposter syndrome. So where does imposter syndrome come from? Well, I talked in the very beginning about where the wound of unworthiness comes from and how it manifests kind of in general. The wound of the imprint of imposter syndrome comes from having the experience when we are children with receiving overt or covert messaging from the adults in our lives, our caregivers, parents, teachers, that who we are, there's something inherently wrong with us. We should be smarter, we should be faster, we should be slower, we should be quieter, we should be louder, we should be anything other than what we are. And so we receive a message that how we are, there's something wrong. And so we carry that imprint forward into our adulthood. And it's not like we get to adulthood and say, oh, I'm not a child anymore, I can set that pattern down. No, it becomes encoded in our nervous systems, in our self-concept, in our self-image, in our cells, frankly. Or the experiences we have can trigger gene expression to turn on or off. And it's beyond the scope of the video that I'm doing today to get into any of that. I'm merely speaking about the source of it. And because if I think back over the years when I've worked with clients who struggle with feeling like an imposter, they never really know. They're like, I don't know why I feel like this. I just do. And here's how it shows up. So my first invitation to you is to get out a journal and a pen or pencil, whatever you like to write with, maybe crayon. And write down the journal prompt. Who in my life did not approve of me being who I was or how I was? What behaviors were not allowed? What behaviors were discouraged? What about me was not celebrated, loved, validated? How was I invalidated? It might take you back in time to childhood experiences that you may not have thought about in a really long time. As you connect to those childhood memories, sit with that younger part of yourself. What do they need now? What encouragement, what validation? Kids are naturally curious and exuberant and joyful and energetic. And, I'm not here to bash parents. Parents are doing the best that they can with the tools, the awareness, the resources and support that they have. Many of you watching this video will, connect to memories of, oh yeah, my parents, shamed me or humiliated me or punished me for certain behaviors that are natural for children to exhibit. So if you can connect to these younger child parts of yourself, hold that child self, validate these innate tendencies. Let this child part know that they are safe with you. Celebrate the uniqueness that your child self exhibits, all of their quirky tendencies that make them uniquely them. Let them know it's safe for them to just be who they are. If you want additional support with this, you can play with Vetiver on kidney 1 or on the perineum or the belly button. You can also follow that with geranium rose so that you can recalibrate, reorganize the body's ability to take in nourishment for who you actually are versus who you were conditioned to believe you needed to be in order to receive love, to feel approved of, to feel accepted by your parents, your caregivers. Because here's the thing, when children receive the messaging that there's something wrong with them, children's nervous systems don't have the capacity in their brains, their brain development, but nervous system and their brain, children do not have the logical thinking capacity to go, oh, my parent is just, they're responding to something that happened in their childhood and they're taking it out on me. No, a child internalizes that as my parent isn't approving of me. And in order to be approved of, in order to stay safe, in order to get my needs met, I then have to mold myself to what they want and need and expect of me. It creates a really deep fear of abandonment. And when children get abandoned, there's a real threat of like physical death. So these are very deep subconscious fears from things that happened in your past a long time ago. They have nothing to do with your adult life now. They simply show up. They're like little placeholders, little seeds, little slivers of things that have happened in the past, just waiting for you to go back and tend to them so that they can thaw out, so that those patterns can discharge and you can be present in your daily life, owning your gifts, owning your brilliance, owning your uniqueness, not feeling like somebody's going to find out that you're not smart, or you don't know what you're talking about, or that you don't actually have the skills or the competence or the qualifications to be in the professional position that you're in. The feeling of imposter has nothing to do with your present life. Seeds were planted long ago. It's like if you were back in childhood, if your parents had planted seeds in you that instilled in you the belief that you were worthy and valuable and lovable exactly as you are, no need to change anything. You just exactly as you are so incredibly precious. That's not what most people received. They received messaging that, if their parents were frazzled or frustrated or worried about money or stressed out about their work, they take it out on their kids. Or if they got messaging from their own parents about what good kids are, they may be more worried about their kids conforming to certain behaviors to avoid judgment from their own parents than allowing their child to just be who they are and celebrating that beautiful being. So if you think about your life as a garden, what kind of seeds were planted long, long ago? Do you want to keep those seeds? Are they yielding good fruit? Good vegetables? Are they yielding weeds? This is kind of like weeding your internal garden, going back into your past, exploring the memories that your inner child holds about the messaging they received about who they are. Pulling those weeds up from the roots. And I wish I could work with each one of you individually to support you in this. So of course, this is general. It's not customized for your unique experience. So yeah. All right, that's it for today. I'll see you tomorrow. Sending you so much love. Bye for now.